All right, let's get right into it. Today, we are tackling one of the most powerful and, let's be totally honest, one of the most intimidating looking indicators in all of trading, the Ichimoku Cloud. I mean, seriously, when you first pull this up on a chart, it can look like a complete mess, right? A total spaghetti of lines and colors. If you've ever felt overwhelmed just looking at it, trust me, you are not alone. It's a lot to take in. But I promise you, there is a beautiful, beautiful logic to this madness. By the time we're done here, we're going to break it all down piece by piece, and this complex chart is going to transform into an incredibly clear and powerful trading dashboard for you.
Okay, so let's dive in. The full name is Ichimoku Kinko Ho. It's Japanese, and it translates to one-glance equilibrium chart. And that name is a huge clue. Its entire purpose is to give you a complete picture of the market, the trend, the momentum, and key levels, all in a single look.
You know, you can think of it as a Swiss Army knife for traders. While other indicators might show you momentum or maybe support and resistance, Ichimoku is built to show you all of it, all at once. It tells you where the trend is headed, how strong it is, and exactly where it might hit a speed bump or find a safety net. So, how in the world does it do all that? Well, it all comes down to 5 key components that work together like a well-oiled machine. Understanding each one is the key to unlocking the whole system. So let's peel back the layers one by one. First up, we've got the Tenkan Sen, also called the conversion line. Now this is our speedster. It's the fastest line, calculated over the last 9 periods. Think of it as the market's pulse. It's super sensitive to what's happening right now, making it a great gauge for immediate momentum. And next is its partner, the Kijun Sen, or the baseline. This one's the anchor. It moves slower, calculated over 26 periods, and it gives us our medium-term trend. As a rule of thumb, if the price is hanging out above the Kijun Sen, things are generally bullish. If it's below, they're bearish. Now, the relationship between these two lines, this is key. I love this analogy. Think of the fast Tenkan Sen as the express lane on a highway, and the slower Kijun Sen as the steady cruising lane. When that fast lane crosses over the slow lane, that's a huge signal that there's a major shift in momentum happening.
And now for the main event, the part everyone knows, the Kumo, or simply, the cloud. This is what makes Ichimoku, well, Ichimoku. It's made of 2 lines called Senku spans. And here's the wild part. They are projected 26 periods into the future. So this cloud is literally a forward-looking map of potential support and resistance zones.
So the space between these 2 future projected lines is what gets shaded in to form the cloud itself. When one span is above the other, the cloud is typically colored green, signaling a bullish future. When it flips, the cloud turns red, suggesting a bearish outlook. It's like an instant weather report for what might be coming. And finally, we have the most unique component, and it's a little weird, but it's pure genius. The Chikou span, or the lagging span. This line is just the current closing price, but it's plotted 26 periods in the past, and its whole job is confirmation. We use it to see if today's price has cleared all the old noise, which is an amazing way to validate the strength of a new trend. Okay, so we've met the whole team. We know all 5 components. Now, let's put them to work. Let's see how they all come together to create really clear, powerful trading signals. This is where the magic really happens.
The most fundamental signal comes from the cloud itself. It's super simple. If the price is trading above the cloud, we are in a bullish trend. Period. If the price is below the cloud, it's a bearish trend. And what if the price is trading inside the cloud? That's a big warning sign. That's a zone of consolidation, it's choppy, it's uncertain, and it's a clear signal to probably stay on the sidelines.
So while the cloud gives us the big picture trend, the Tenkan Kijun cross is our action signal. This is our trigger. When that fast line crosses above the slow line, that's a bullish signal telling us momentum is picking up to the upside. And across below, of course, signals bearish momentum.
Now, the real power of Ichimoku comes when we combine these signals. We don't just act on one little clue, we wait for what's called confluence, where multiple parts of the system all align to tell the exact same story. So let's walk through what a classic, high-probability setup looks like.
For a really solid buy signal, you need to tick 3 boxes, no exceptions. Number 1, the trend check. Price has to be clearly above the cloud. Number 2, the momentum signal. We need that bullish cross of the Tenkan over the Kijun. And third, and this is crucial, the final confirmation. That lagging Chikou span must be free and clear, flying in open space above the price from 26 periods ago. All 3 have to be true.
Let's look at a real-world example on a gold chart.
See this right here. The price breaks decisively above the cloud. That's box number 1 checked. A little bit later, right here, boom, we get the bullish Tenkan Kijun cross. Box number 2 checked. And finally, look at the Chikou span. It's completely unobstructed, way above the old price action. Box 3 is checked. All systems were go, and look what happened next. A beautiful, strong, sustained upward move.
Now let's flip that and look at a Bitcoin chart to see why waiting for all 3 is so important. So here we got a bullish Tenkan Kijun cross. That's tempting, right? And the price was even trying to poke its head above the cloud. But look at the Chikou span. It was still tangled up inside the old price action. It never got clear. That lack of final confirmation was the system waving a huge red flag, and sure enough, the trade failed and reversed. This is why patience pays off.
And that right there brings us to maybe the most critical point of all. Because having a great system like Ichimoku is only half the battle. The other half is you. It's your discipline, your mindset. Without that, even the best signals in the world are worthless. So here are 4 simple, non-negotiable rules to keep you grounded. First, always wait for full confirmation. No jumping the gun. Second, respect the cloud. If the price is in there, it's a no-trade zone. Third, always manage your risk. A logical spot for a stop loss is just below the Kijun Sen or on the other side of the cloud. And finally, have an exit plan. A crossover in the opposite direction is a great signal to start thinking about taking profits.
Really, it all boils down to this mindset, and this quote from Dr. Alexander Elder just captures it perfectly. Your goal isn't to make money. Your goal is to make the best trades. Focus on executing your strategy flawlessly. When you do that consistently, the profits will take care of themselves. So if you take one thing away from this whole explainer, let it be this. The Ichimoku Cloud is so much more than just another indicator. It's a complete, holistic framework for looking at the market. It provides structure, it provides context, and it gives you clear rules, helping you make disciplined, high-probability decisions instead of just emotional guesses. And with that, we have officially demystified the cloud. What started out as chaos is now, I hope, a crystal-clear dashboard. So now I have to turn it over to you. Do you use Ichimoku in your trading? If you do, what is your #1 tip for everybody else? Share it, or any questions you still have, in the comments below. Let's get a conversation going. Thanks for watching.